friends, welcome back to Nageshwari's Kitchen. A Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to everyone. Have a safe celebration. Today I am going to show you how to prepare bundi laddu in a huge quantity. So this is around 4 kilos of laddu. Prepare this laddu for your celebration and enjoy this new year. Let's get into the video. Before that, if you are watching Nageshwari's Kitchen for the first time, please subscribe and share with your friends. Let's get into the video.
For laddu preparation, the measurement is really important. So for 2 kg sugar, you have to take 1 kg of besan flour, that is chickpea flour, and 1 liter of water to make sugar syrup. The first step is we are going to make sugar syrup. To that, add 1 liter of water and 2 kg of sugar, white sugar. Do not use raw sugar. Try to use white sugar. In this sugar syrup, you can add cardamom and clove. If you like the fragrance of flavors of these two spices, you can add in this stage itself. I'm taking 1 kilo of besan flour, that is chickpea flour. Make sure you sieve the flour before we mix with water. So I will finish this and I will show you how to mix it.
I'm using clove. You can use clove or not. It's based on your taste. So just cook the sugar syrup with clove, and then when you're making laddu, just remove them. The essence will be in the sugar syrup. So make sure when you add cloves, remove it while you're making laddus.
If you want food color, you can add yellow or orange color in this stage into this flour, but I'm not going to use any food color. I'm adding only 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda. Just mix it once and then add enough water to make this batter consistency. So the consistency should be like a dosa mix consistency, or it should be the pouring consistency. Can you see this? This is the consistency that you have to make bundis, and make sure there is no lumps. The batter should be fine and smooth consistency. Make sure, otherwise it will stuck into the holes in the bundi ladle. So make sure there is no lumps. The sugar syrup consistency is also really important. It should be this um, before the one thread consistency. So it's going to form one thread soon. So I have turned off the stove and I'm adding 1 tablespoon of lemon juice, fresh lemon juice. This will help to avoid the crystallization. If you like the white crystals in your laddus after like 1 or 2 days, if you like that consistency, you don't have to add lemon juice. But normally we don't like the crystal form around the laddus. That's why I always add 1 tablespoon of lemon juice. So the sugar syrup is ready. Now the batter, make sure there is no lumps and add enough water, and the consistency, it's like a pouring consistency. It should be smooth and without lumps. You can use a whisk also. It will be easier as well when you mix the batter, and make sure all the utensils are, keep it ready. So the batter is ready, the ladles are ready, the sugar syrup is ready, and you can use this type of bundi ladle, or if you don't have this, you can use the normal ladle that we use it for serving rice. So you can use this one also. But if you use the traditional one to make bundis, you can make more at the short time. So to check the oil temperature, when you drop it, it should rise immediately and it will puff up. So that's the consistency. The oil must be really hot enough to prepare this bundis. So once the just pour the batter into this ladle, so you will get like a pearls bundis. It will look so good, and also you don't have to shake the ladle, and you don't have to tap it. You can just pour it, and then use like 2 to 3 spoons of batter, and that should be enough. It's based on how big is your pan is. So based on that, you have to use either 1 spoon or 2 spoon. It's based on the capacity of your pan. Do not dump too much. If you want the bundis into individual pieces, make sure you um, add only little bit at the time, and make sure once you finish adding the bundis, make sure you have to wipe it completely in the ladle. Otherwise in the next batch you will not get this pearl shape bundis. You will get some tails in the bundis. So make sure you clean it every time, every single time you have to do that. So once you remove the bundis, after just leave it 2 minutes in the oil and take it out. Don't make it too crispy, it should be soft enough. So once you remove the bundis, straight away add into the sugar syrup. You don't have to take them into different container, and then you don't have to do all those stuff. Just take out after 2 minutes. Once you pour the bundis, um, just leave it for 2 minutes. That's more than enough. And take one bundi and press it with your fingers. It should be soft, it should not be too crispy, otherwise it's hard to absorb this sugar syrup, and you will feel crunchy when you bite your laddus. So we want the soft texture of laddus. So make sure the bundi is cooked, and also it's not as a crispy texture. So so after 2 minutes, take it out, add it into your sugar syrup, and make sure you mix it with the sugar syrup every time uh, whenever you add in your bundis. So now 2 minutes is over. I'm going to take out these bundis. How simple is it? Is that? So making laddus or making bundi or kara bundi, it's really easy. Only thing, the making into balls, that takes more time. So make sure help each other with your family members. Try to make the bundi laddus. To form laddus, take your family help so that you can finish it in couple of hours. So this 1 kilo besan flour, 2 kg sugar, and then water, you get around 4 to 5 kgs of laddu. So you can cook by yourself for your party, or you can share with your friends and family for festival times. Prepare these laddus your new year, and please share your feedback in the comment section below. It will be helpful, and I'll be very happy to see that.
I have used cashews, raisins, but you can use rock melon seeds as well. If you can find rock melon seeds as well, please use that also. In with yellow and white combo, it will look good and also taste good as well.
So it's time to fry our dry fruits. I'm using raisins and cashews today. For raisins, do not add directly into the oil, because it will fry very quick, and also if you if you didn't cook properly, it will taste bitter. So make sure you just dip into the oil for a few seconds and take it out. Just shake it out, and see if something is missing to cook, and make sure every single raisin is cooked perfectly, and do not cook too much. It will get burnt, and also the taste will be bitter. So the next one is I'm going to fry some cashews. You can use, as I said, rock melon seeds as well. It will taste so good, but I couldn't find in the supermarket here. If you can find rock melon seeds, please do add in this stage. So just fry them in the oil for a few seconds. Do not fry too much, because it will cook so fast. So for cashews also you have to do the same as what we did for raisins. Do not cook too much. Make sure it's not burnt. It has to cook very evenly, and also it should be crispy. If you're preparing for business purpose, fry these dry fruits and keep it in a separate plate.
I'm grinding some of the bundis in the mixer grinder. This is to get a perfect shape, and also it will hold it properly. If you make it just with the bundis, it may break into pieces, or the shape won't good. The shape it will not look good. So just grind few bundis and then mix it with the bundis. Then when you make the shape, you will get it perfect.
I have kept around last two batch of bundi separately. I'm going to grind this into a coarse powder. Do not grind too much. Just pulse it a few times. You will get this consistency. Add this fried and ground
Okay.
bundis into this sugar syrup as well. Mix it. Mix all these bundis, dry fruits, everything together. And I have actually forgotten to add my cardamom powder. I'm adding it at the end, but you can add in this stage itself cardamom powder around 1 tablespoon. And I'm adding around 50 grams of ghee, that is clarified butter. If you like more ghee flavor, you can add more also in this stage. So, and if you want to fry the bundis also in the ghee, you can do that as well, but it will be overpowering. I don't like that one, so I like only adding the ghee at the last stage. So I added around 50 ml of ghee and mix everything completely with including all the dry fruits. Make sure all the bundis are covered in this sugar syrup. Now just cover. After mixing everything, just close the lid and keep it aside for at least 2 to 3 hours. So I'm adding the cardamom powder now. I forgot to add in the beginning stage itself, but add it in the sugar syrup, or when you mix it you can add the cardamom powder. So after 2 hours, see the consistency. Every bundi is soaked in this sugar syrup. It's perfect. The consistency is perfect. Everything is looking so good as well. Um, so this consistency, when you make a balls, you will not feel hard to make them into balls. It will be really soft and also juicy. You have to give some time before you mix it. So I'm going to see now after 2 hours. I'm mixing this. The consistency is perfect. It's looking so good. It's ready to make them into balls. So I'm going to do this now. If you have your family members, get their help as well to make them into laddus. Now let's start to roll this. So when you make laddus, try to use at least one cashews and two raisins in each laddus, so that you will get that crunchy texture from cashews and sweetness from your raisins. It will taste really good. And I'm missing my rock melon seeds here. I just love that in my laddus, but unfortunately I couldn't find them here. If you can find, don't miss it to add them. So when you roll your laddus, try to add in your cashews outside, so that it will look so good. One cashew and two raisins outside. So try. So if you keep them separately in a plate, you can when you can just take one and one at the end of making these balls. So it will look, see, by look wise also it will be so good. And adding cashews in your desserts always makes special. So I'm going to prepare all of them the same way. So I'm adding around 2 to 3 raisins in one laddu and one cashews make sure I always make sure there is enough dry fruits in my laddus. And you can store these laddus at least 20 to 30 days outside, and if you keep it in the fridge you can even store it for 2 months. It nothing will happen, it no crystal, no sugar crystals will form. It will be really soft and juicy. You will definitely love these laddus. Try and make at your home as well, and I will try to make a separate video for small quantity of laddus, how to make into small batches, small quantities. So I will do that video separately. So I got nearly 70 to 80 laddus. I got around 4.5 kg laddus, because while frying bundi itself, we just had some of the bundis, so I got around 4.5 kg laddus. I hope you all enjoyed watching this video. Please do share your feedback.
I hope you all enjoyed watching this video. If you do, please thumbs up and share with your friends. Please subscribe to Nageshwari's Kitchen. I will see you on another video. Bye.